And welcome back to Toasty Tentacle. My name is Toasty. You must be one of those beautiful tentacles. Today on the show, we're going to go ahead and do a COVID at-home test. I bought this some time ago, and according to the stuff on here, it is still valid. It expires in March of 2022, so I want to take advantage of it now. And so the first thing we want to do is you want to go to your phone. And you need to download the On the Go app. The On the Go app is available on the Google Play Store. It might be available somewhere else, but that's where I got it. There is also a thing on the side. It's a QR code you can scan. It's available in the App Store, the Apple Store, the Apple D App Store. It's a Black Eyed Peas reference. It's actually one of the Black Eyed Peas, Apple D App. The App Store and Google Play Store, you can scan there. It'll take you to the website. You need to download the website, and then you need to sign in. Oh, what is my sign in? Oh, so frustrating. Well, we'll look that up in just a second. Hey, good video is constant video. Good talking is constant talking. So again, I cannot stress enough, go ahead and make sure that you download the app before you even open the box. My box is unopened. I have not opened the box because I read online that you get into a lot of trouble if you don't do it properly. All right, let's see here. Carry the two. Mother, may I? Ah, here we go. I found it. I can do this. I can do this. It's possible. I can do it. We're going to sign up. We're signing in now. We're logging. Oh, mother of all that is. Haha, we can do this. We can do this. It's very strange. You have to sign up for a product that I bought. I'll stick with it though. I'll stick with it. Very strange. So now because they had a false login, now they have to verify my phone number. So they're going to send a code to my phone. Of course they are. I'm not quite, I mean, I appreciate the level of security, but I don't know. I have a feeling that this has to do with like HIPAA and the fact that this is a health test, but it also makes me feel like this information is going to be stored by the company. Anyway, you start with the screen. I don't think I'm going to give away any pertinent information. I think the only information that's useful to me is probably basically that's your starting screen. So make sure you download the app and you sign in and you're properly signed in before you even open the box. Because once you take the test, you have a certain amount of time to use it, and then to test it, you have to use your phone. So little convoluted from the reviews, but we can do this. We can do this. So we're going to start the test. So I'm going to click on start the test. The first thing it says is to scan the QR code located. So the first thing you want to do is scan the, hey, there we go. Scan the QR code on the outside of the package. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to scan the QR code outside the package. I got a check mark. Great. The test 4, it's for me. I signed up. They're using my initials. You're ready to go. We promise it's easy. Just follow these simple steps to administer On Go, trademark, COVID-19 antigen self-test and see results quickly. This is not sponsored by On the Go, by the way, or On Go. This is strictly a review for my own clarity. If you want, click here to watch a short video before you get started. Hey, you know what? I'm not trying to get a copyright strike, so we're going to stop that immediately. We're going to stop that immediately. No, we're not going to stop that immediately. What we're going to do is, no, we're just going to keep going. I don't need a copyright strike. I wonder if I shouldn't say that word. Okay, so we're ready to go. Here we go. So it's in vitro diagnostic use only. What does that mean? Not been approved by the FDA, but it is authorized by the FDA under the emergency use authorization. The EUA is very important. By the way, for anybody wondering, I am a registered journalist with the Visionary. It is online. It's an online newsletter. So if you need my press credentials, there they are. Product has been authorized only for detection of SARS-CoV-2 and not for any other viruses or pathogens. Emergency use. Hey, that's going to be fun. The headphones turn on every now and if there's nothing making sound on the screen. The joy of my joys. Authorized duration of declaration of circumstances, vitro diagnostics, something, Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act of yada, yada. Children under 13 should be tested by a parent or legal guardian, wear a safety mask or other. If you're doing it for another person, wash hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds before and after handling the nasal swab. In order to obtain accurate results, the user must follow the instructions for use immediately after opening the test kit in the pouch. I'm going to do one better for the soap. We're going to go ahead and use some Weiss alcohol wipes. These are lens wipes, but I've been keeping a steady supply of these in my hands at all times. So I'm going to alcohol wipe off and see if we can get a better baseline. Immediately use after opening the test device in the pouch. That's the thing. Once you open this, you got a time, you're supposed to use it right away. Keep the device on a flat surface during the testing. All right, we're going to keep the flat surface over here. Of course, you won't be able to see it if we do it that way. Oh, you can tell we are organized today on Toasty Tentacle. We are super duper organized. Super duper. All right, can we do it this way? That's not going to be flat. Do I have a bigger bucket? I do have a bigger bucket. We've always got a bigger bucket. Oh, about to make a mess. I made a mess. More doing. I think, oh, you know what we'll do? Haha, shameless. Shameless. How shameless can you be? This is how shameless I can be. I'll just put it on a copy of my Burn the Box, Building Better Business Analogies by Sean Ellsworth Purvis. Shameless. What's that? Anything that applies in this? Hug the cook. You ever seen one of those aprons that asks you to hug or even kiss the cook? That's on page 47. Check it out, Burn the Box, Building Business Better. And then we're going to move our webcam down a little bit because reasons. Oh yeah, that's how we do. Nope, wrong way. Oh, almost knocked over my drink. Oh, folks, look at the shameless. Look at the shameless. I almost knocked my drink down. We love you. We're glad you're here. Oh, I hope that's not too annoying because that's an easy way to pop back and forth. Keep testing kits and components away from children and pets. Excess blood or mucus on the swab may interfere, yielding a false positive. Don't touch any bleeding areas, the navel cavity. Oh boy, with the dry weather, come on now. On the go, you ask for a lot. Inadequate or inappropriate sample collection, collecting, use only the navel, blah, 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 blah. Keep foreign substances away, Please don't use under 2. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, a lot of be careful with this, be careful with that. I have read and understand. Sure would like you to access my GPS location. Wow, just wow. Sure, I'll allow you my location on Go. I'm sure you won't do anything with that information. Yeah, that's my zip code. Do I have a fever? No, I don't have a fever. Do I have a cough? Yes, I've had a cough. I've had some mucus. I've had a headache, congestion, and runny nose. I would say a mild cough, more yesterday than today. I'm kind of, okay, so I believe the world would be happier if we could be transparent with one another, if we could truly reach a true level of transparency. I never forget my first day of economics. The teacher came in and said, the very first thing we must assume is that all information is perfect. And I'm like, That's ridiculous because that doesn't work at all. And he's like, well, of course it doesn't work, but that was the assumption. So I don't mind them knowing this information about me as long as they're not going to use it to an advantage that they don't share with me. Like, could you imagine if you were submitting your information for research purposes, and then should that research result in new technology, then a portion. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, if you will, submitting your information for research and then that research study results in new technology and then you get a residual from that. And then the circle of life would complete, except now the research facility gets all of it because they did all the work. They couldn't have done it without my data. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into our next portion here. Hey, if you would like to tell me how to turn my Artemis Spectrum off as far as shutting off, because they just shut them down automatically if they don't hear anything coming from. I'm talking up a storm, but the headphones are like, yeah. Anyway, we're putting in our symptoms. When did they first start? I would say they started, say, Tuesday-ish. I'm thinking Tuesday-ish. Yeah, I would say about Tuesday. If you're taking B7, false negative occurs for those who take B7. Higher doses of biotin. Oh, there we go. Next. Wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds before the test. Here we go. People are like, he used an alcohol swab, and I don't trust that. Oh, I trust it. Oh, I trust it because alcohol kills. See, soap is nice. Soap attaches onto the little portions of bacteria. And that's what we're doing here, but we're actually killing them. Yes. Could be completely wrong because of that. We'll see. Next. Remove your on-the-go COVID-19 antigen self-test components from the box. Now, I hope the box was clean because if you saw what happened at my doctor's visit last time. Oh, be careful when you pull that out. Oh, folks, that's probably not the best way to do that. Be really careful when you open this box. Be really careful. All right, we've got a lot of blah, 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 fact sheets. Okay, great. That's all printed. That's not going anywhere. Test card, welcome to On the Go. Just download. Okay, so they've even got a warning card on the inside to please stop and scan all this and do all the, because that's the thing. I mean, we've been on here for what, 10 minutes or so? Definitely 10 minutes or so. Hydration break. I have finally gotten to the point where I can enjoy tea with some milk, no sugar, no honey, no sugar. Oh, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place where I like it. All right, I'm not going to show you the lot numbers because I don't want you taking my stuff. Actually, the lot numbers would probably be useful. Anywho. All right, so I think this is one of the test kits. So we need this thing here. We also need one of these things here. I think that's the actual test kit. Wow, that is really bright. Maybe we should cut out the lights on that. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, that's better. We could turn off that light too. Wow, that's all right. You know what? It's shameless, but I'm going to need a darker book for context. Hey, there we. Oh, that's not a flat surface at all. I mean, we are asking for a lot. By the way, one of my favorite books, Harold and the Purple Crayon, about the 60th anniversary blockboard edition. Here is the test. Here is the little dippy thing. We also need one of these things here. And we also need a swab. Oh, there are 2 swabs in here. 2 swabs. So this is a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. A swab. a swab, something in here, this and this. So these are the 4 components, and there are 2 sets of them in the on-go. There are exactly 2 sets inside of the Who's Your What's It. I wish I could turn that light off. I bet we can turn that light off. A little bit of, nope, not enough pressure. Means we're going to use the Samson controller instead. Yeah. There we go, folks. That did absolutely nothing. But you know what? Effort is always to be appreciated. So we're going to go. We have removed it. Now we need to remove the test cassette and place it on a clean, flat surface. I'm going to assume the little Who's Your What's It they sent me is clean and it is flat. So we're going to place it on there. Remove the test cassette. This is the test cassette. Remove it. Oh boy, here we go. Put it on a clean, flat surface. So this is kind of like a urine test. Urine, look. Cartridge comes with some silica. Do not eat the silica. Just throw it away. Oh, I see a problem real quick. Yeah, flat surface be damned. Yeah, no, that's fine. So don't eat the silica. Put that away. That little thing ain't gonna hold up unless, oh, you know what? Maybe we can use the tray. Haha, we can use the tray. Haha, very good, folks. We're gonna use the tray. So remove the test cassette and put it on a clean, flat surface. Beautiful. I don't know what that thing is yet, but we'll figure it out. Next thing, locate the extraction vial and gently peel off the aluminum foil seal. They actually show it in the picture being propped up in that. So, hey, we figured it out. Gently peel off the aluminum foil seal. Oh, that scares me. And being sure to keep the vial upright and place it in the packaging tray. There we go. So we'll put the swab back up there. All right, here we go. Pulling off the foil. Oh, Lord, here we go. All right, it's wet. It's wet because reasons. All right, we're going to put this on our clean surface. Next, locate the nasal swab and remove it from the pouch. Be careful not to touch the swab tip. So we're going to open it on this side. I'm going to pull. It's a little front and back like a Band-Aid. Don't touch the swab. Don't touch the swab. Remove it from the pouch. Move it from the pouch. Next, gently insert the swab about 3/4 of an inch into the left nostril. Rotate the swab at least 5 times for a total of 15 seconds. 3/4 of the way. How long? 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, rotate. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000. Gently insert the swab into the left nostril. Oh, they've even got a timer. That's nice. They've got a timer for the 15 seconds. We've already done that. That hurts my feelings. They have a timer. So once you stick it in there, hit the, and they'll go with the timer. Here we go. We are done. Very good. We're going to do the directly into the right nostril. All right. Start the timer. Oh, the timer. Not good. 3/4 of the way. Oh God. Oh, you know what? I don't think I went in far enough. Oh, that is more than 15 seconds. Place the swab into the extraction vial. Oh, okay. Rotate the swab vigorously at least 5 times. I'm rotating. I'm not. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're rotating vigorously. Fantastic. Now what? Remove the swab by rotating against the extraction vial while squeezing the sides of the vial to release the liquid from the swab. Also remove the swab while squeezing on the sides to keep all the joy of the liquid in the vial. Okay, so you're squeezing tightly while pulling the swab out. Now, no idea where we're putting the swab? We can put it back into the dirty swab container. Okay. Now, close the vial by pushing the cap firmly on the vial. Oh, this must be the cap. Okay, so the cap goes on here. All right. Okay, so what we've got here is the taps here. With your fingers, mix thoroughly by flicking the bottom of the vial. Flick, 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 flick. This is what they do on IV if they have a bubble. All right. Invert the extraction vial, hold the sample vertically above the sample well. Squeeze the vial gently. 3 drops of sample to fall into the sample. Okay, so so the well. The well is at the bottom. So this little thing right here, the well is at the bottom. We're going to put the 3 drops in there. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Allow 3 drops. Click here after applying. Oh, okay. So now, when the timer completes, you will need to photograph your test cassette within 5 minutes of the thing. So we still have a whole nother test. We're going to leave that to where it is. Don't disturb it. Let me tell you a little bit about Harold and the Purple Crayon, why I fell in love with this as a small child, because it's a story of a boy who's got a lot of fun adventures because he has a special crayon. And the special crayon is, what can I say about the special crayon? The special crayon allows him to draw on anything. He draws on his walls, which don't do unless, you're allowed to, or they're your walls. Wow, 9 minutes. I'm going to have to fill 9 minutes, and this thing keeps timing out every minute. Folks, complaints are what get you toward the goal. Complaints. Not about doing things, not about overcoming. It's about complaining. If you can just keep complaining, the world is your oyster. I do love that. That is good times. Just want to make sure my microphone is still on. Still working, folks. I recorded a whole episode one time. Had the microphone on the wrong mic. Awkward. So awkward. I'd love to pause this and come back to it, but I don't think the Zoom record works that way. So we're just going to have to fill 8.5 minutes. By the way, some stories about me. I have been, let's time this. 8:25. Let's see how long the mic before it cuts. A couple weeks ago, maybe a few months ago now, right at the end of Sunday school, because Mom, just so you know, my mother, bless her heart, she's taking a short sabbatical. She has a wonderful show here on YouTube. If you look up Oatmeal with Esther, please check it out. You'll see that she has a very handsome and a very talented co-host. I mean, I don't know him personally, but whew, he's something to behold. If you go over there and check out Oatmeal with Esther, you'll see my mom's brainchild, her little love child. Not me, the channel. And why do I bring that up? Man, I had something to do. Oh, so Mom wanted to go and attend church in the morning. So we usually go to church, starts at 10:30. We roll in at like 10:35 and catch some songs and then enjoy the service. But then she got a real hankering to get up and go to Sunday school. So I said, okay, let's go to Sunday school. So we get up really early, and about 8:15 we roll out. And lo and behold, my mom, not for nothing, but there's a line up at the C that wasn't there before. Oh no. I wonder what the C means. Boy, I sure hope that doesn't mean COVID. There's a C and a T on there. And right now there's a line by the C. I don't know what that means. We're going to have to take a picture of it in another 7 minutes. Oh, so it stayed on for like a whole minute, maybe 2 minutes. Anyway, Mom wanted to go to Sunday school, so we got up and went, and it was kind of early. And we're sitting there one morning, and somebody asked me something, and I was telling them a joke, and I said, "Oh, what's the first Bible that was, or what's the first car mentioned in the Bible?" And they said, "I don't know." I said, "It's a Honda, because all the disciples were in one accord." And they're like, oh, what a groaner. And I said, hey, who's the best businessman in the Bible? And they said, I don't know. I said, it's Noah, because he kept his stocks afloat while the rest of the world was at liquidation. And they're like, no, it's terrible. I'm like, it is terrible. It's real terrible. That's just how it is. So I was telling these jokes, and then Pastor King walks in. He usually teaches the class in the morning, takes off for February. So remember that fact. He takes off for February as an honor to his wife, and just kind of, all right, 5:50, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left, and it cut out after like a minute and a half. It's very weird. Anyway, so Pastor King usually takes off for the month of February. We'll come up to that in a second. But he looks at me probably in January, and he heard me telling these jokes. And after the class was going, he's like, young man, would you tell a joke? I don't think he remembered my name, but that's okay. I'm not offended. I don't know. I don't know that I know his first name. He's Pastor King. I don't know what his first name is. Could be Mr. I have no idea. Anyway, so Pastor King looks at me and goes, hey, young man, would you tell a joke? And I said, sure. I got up there and I told a joke, and they loved it. Let me tell you, nothing goes over better than a joke in church. Better than a fart in church. Farts in church do not go over very well, but jokes in church, top content. We got 5 minutes left. Let's see, keep going. So I get up, they love it. And then the next week, he wants another joke. And then the next week, he wants another joke. Well, I took this to really open up, because, at first I was telling jokes that I've heard, the Moses joke, and, how does Moses make his tea? He brews it. Hey, that's such a bad joke. That's a pun. It's not a good pun at that, but it's a pun. Anyway, so week after week, I stopped telling these established jokes or borrowed jokes or street jokes, as it were, because they're older than the hills. I started coming up with my own jokes. So one of the first jokes I came up with is, this is my impression of Mary and Martha. Mary and Martha, how Mary was out visiting with Jesus while Martha was in washing the dishes. I can just imagine Martha in the kitchen going, Lord, if you don't send your son in here with his little friend Mary and help me clean up these dishes, so help me you. And that really resounded with people, because, so help me God. It's like, why would, if you're talking to someone, why would you say their formal name? You only need a formal name when they're not around. And since your God is around all the time, you don't need to, anyway. So that went over really well. And then a couple weeks go by, and then they announced that they're having a Super Bowl party at church. So Sunday night, they're going to have a Super Bowl party. It's going to have a lot of food and a lot of festivity and fellowship. And then Pastor King looks right down the, because Pastor Troy was speaking, he got up there and did the sermon, and then Pastor King gets up there and he does like an altar call, and he does like a membership request, and he'll also, ask people to consider to come up and, give offerings and tithes, seeds, as he likes to call them. And then no sooner had he asked, done all the everything, and he said, yeah, we're going to have a Super Bowl party next Sunday night, and Sean's going to get up and tell some jokes at the halftime. And I'm like, oh, he is he? Well, okay then. This was news to Sean. But hey, I don't mind spontaneity. I like impulse stuff, probably more than I should, to be perfectly honest with you. We got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. So fast forward a week, we get to the night of the Super Bowl, and we get to the party, and Mom comes along, because mom was still out and about at that time. Now she's less out and about. And if you want to know more, please ask. But just to let you know, your mental health is very important. It is extremely important. And I was in the hospital 4 months ago with congestive heart failure. It wasn't kind of failure because I didn't fall, but let's say I was real close. And everybody was like, oh no, your heart. But then a couple months later, Mom's like, oh, I'm having, like congestive head failure. And then I don't know that everybody understands it. I don't know that I understand it. I just know that it's the only organ in the body which tricks us into believing that it's okay. It's kind of like if your liver had like a trench coat over it, it was like, no, nothing to see here. I love the alcohol. Keep sending it my way. So, that's where we are on that. But Sunday night at the Super Bowl, we're all hanging out, and then the halftime comes on, and I get up on the stage, and it was so cool because Pastor King got up there and brought me up, or I think maybe Pastor King did. Pastor King brought me up on the stage, and then I hopped up there and I did. Oh man, I did a hot 30 minutes. It was good. People were digging it. They were loving it. And then from there, I get a message about, hey, maybe we should do something like that again. I'm like, maybe we should. How about that? So I'm kind of asking, it's a process because, spontaneity isn't always. Oh, we've got a minute left. It cut out after, what was that? That was like 4 minutes. Okay, so I get like a 3-minute timer or something like that. I think I get like a 3-minute timer. Got a lot of medical supplies I don't need anymore. This is pretty cool, actually. I didn't quite understand how they would go together, but that makes perfect sense. Oh, it's falling down. That is pretty cool. And I could wash that out. I mean, it's just me in there. here's a thought for the day. I put a little bit of me in a vial. We'll see if there's anyone else in there with me. All right, 21 seconds. All right, so this is part of the reason I couldn't do live on TikTok, because I think it would be a fascinating thing. But at the same time, you know, I was on 6 minutes the other day and they yanked me off the air. So maybe we'll do a little recorded stuff too, 2 seconds. All right, here we go. All right, test, take a photo on a flat surface. Position the device within the marked area. Upside down, upside down. Hold on, please. Hold on. Where are we? Hold on. Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. What? Take a photo. I'm trying to take a photo. You want me to take a photo? Let's see if that took. It's kind of like putting a check into my banking account. Is that upside down? Is there a purple line next to C on the test? There sure is. Yes, there is a purple line. Capture, is there a blue line next to T on the test? No, there is no line. Look very close to the line next to T. Well, there is no line next to T, so I don't need to look close to it. There is no line. There is no line. Your test has been successfully interpreted. Your result is negative for COVID-19. How about that? So I'm okay. Well, there you go. Negative and happy, I guess. Huh. Huh. No, I don't want to exit. Back to home. You've done your part. Oh, they give you a little yay. You've done your part. Oh, they gave me some confetti. Okay. I mean, it wasn't a bad experience. No. Thank you for submitting a review. Oh, so there we go. That is, in fact, the on-the-go testing kit. And of course, this is my, I'll be bragging on this. This is my negative. Very good. I mean, see, here's the thing. I'm showing you the QR code, which you could download and figure out my test, but it's like, they just collected it. So if they just collected it, why couldn't you collect it? See, that's what I'm talking about. When you talk about health information, and I don't know if you've heard about info security online and all this other stuff, but I mean, they're saying that your identity is the new oil. It is the new natural resource. And it's specifically like health. Look how, I mean, basically our federal budget is two huge pieces of the pie, and then everything else fits into the final pie. Like 1/3 of our budget, better than 1/3, is military, is defense spending. And that's not just guns and bullets, that's band-aids and education and GI grants. And we have a third of our economy going toward national defense. Then we've got another third of our economy going toward benefits, health benefits, and money. Health is big money. If there is one common goal in every single person on this planet, health and survival is it. And you would think that a global pandemic would bring us together, little candles and kumbaya around the campfire, but no, no, no. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my sinus infection, which according to On Go is not the COVID's, but I'll probably still mask in public anyway, because that's probably smart. Look, kids, I'm not pregnant. Yep, cut out on me. It knew I was going to say nothing good. Hey, folks, remember Burn the Box by Sean Ellsworth Purvis, Building Better Business Analogies, available on Amazon. And of course, we'll be recording that soon enough in our home studio with this ridiculously powerful mic. It's a nice mic. It's a Samson CO1U. Thank you for tuning in. You have been a lovely crowd. I have been an even lovelier host. And frankly, I'm glad you tuned in. My name is Toasty. You've been a fantastic tentacle. Be patient with each other and be patient with yourself.